What would be one word you would use to describe 2025?
Fabulous.
Oh. You want to implement this new thing where it's like after 47 rides, all rides will be free.
That's right.
How much is that going to cost?
$3 million.
Okay. And you got the money?
We got the money. Oh, you know
She
where
said she had the money.
we want to hear from people. We have 4 telephone town halls.
We're going to let everybody know so they can have their voices
They can
heard.
call and say, too many cops, not enough cops.
Obviously, Finch West LRT opened up, right? That's a huge line. But a lot of people are saying it's slow.
It's slow.
So why is it so slow? Well, are you going to run again in 2026?
Just 1 second.
Yes. You let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Oh. I was going to say, Mayor Olivia Chow, you stay ready.
Yep, that's who I am.
Ready back on the BG show, too. Thank you for coming in again.
It's great seeing you. Last time we saw each other, we had hugs, we had high fives.
Yes, we were at
And
Nathan
then
Phillips
we almost-
Square.
I know.
Game 7 of Blue Jays.
I know, on stage.
Yeah, and then we lost.
Yeah, I know.
That
I was
was-
going to come out and cry on your shoulder or weep. I was so depressed. I was so
know.
ready. I picked out the location.
Yeah.
That when the Jays wins, I was about to make an announcement to say, we have a parade. Well, okay, never mind. Move on.
It was
It's
a
okay.
tough night. I mean,
It was
amazing run.
Yes.
But it was
It
tough.
was up and down,
Yeah.
and up and down. And
I
it
lost
was
my
so
voice
close.
that night.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. We were so close. But the thing is, reflecting on it,
Yeah.
there's a lesson for all of us.
What do you think that lesson is?
Never give up. Always stay as a team. The collective is stronger than one person. They love each other as a team, which is why they were crying. They can't play together anymore. They were missing each other. It wasn't just losing. And that bonding between them made them so much better as players, as a team.
Yeah.
And that was a great, so resilient, never give up, underdog to almost winning, and being stronger together. I thought, all right.
You know, the city would have turned up if they had won.
Oh, I know.
Do you think they can do it maybe
this
next
one,
year?
This one. Yeah. I
Yeah?
think so. I
Okay.
think so. Well, hopefully.
Hopefully,
We'll see.
it's true.
Never know.
Yeah, we
never
don't wanna
know.
jinx it.
No, we don't want to jinx it. However, that was wild. Imagine in the World Cup on June 12th, that Team Canada plays Team Italy. Oh, my God.
Are you ready for the World Cup?
I'm ready for the World Cup.
Is the
I mean,
city
we're
ready for the
hosting.
World
Oh,
Cup?
yeah, we're so ready. We're hosting. Are you kidding? We
Yeah.
have to be ready.
Talk to me, because the people want to know.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
We just did the draw, as you noticed.
Yes.
Okay. We have Germany, we have Panama, we have who knows which European countries. And so we know the schedule. So it's going to be incredible. The world is going to come to Toronto and go, wow, this is a grand place.
What can people expect, though, once the World Cup kicks off? Because this is the first time we're going to experience something like this in this city.
Well, we've had pretty busy things. I mean, I know it is.
Yeah.
But, we have Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but like in terms of experience, like what is going to be this unique World Cup experience in Toronto? Paint that picture for people.
Okay, we have, I think, the fans. Okay,
Yeah.
already we're activating the fans, okay? The soccer leagues, there are 300 of them in the GTA, are all going to come together.
Okay.
We're about to give out small grants to different parts of the entire city where people can organize watch parties, animate their own area. And we also have a huge fan fest, and where it's going to be at Fort York and Bentway. So we have a gigantic party there. So even if you can't get a ticket, that's okay. There'll be watch parties. There's all types of activities. It's the love of the game. It's coming together, enjoying each other's company. and cheering.
So you're going to basically tell the city, come alive, don't be boring, allow people to have fun.
Well, the city is never boring. We're not known to be boring. Maybe when it gets really cold out there, we could just,
No, but what I mean by boring, sometimes, you'll have those neighbors that will complain about the noise off of the street. So, I just want to see this city turn up and show
they
the
will.
world why Toronto's the place to be.
They will. I mean, just think of this summer. We had so many tastes of everything everywhere, right? Taste of Little Italy, Taste of Lawrence, Jerk Fest, you name it. So we already know how to party. We know how to party well. We have a deep sense of belonging, and we're a very safe city. Crime rate have gone down, shootings have gone down, everything has gone down. We get along really well with each other, even though we're the most diverse city in the world. So we have a lot to show. So I'm confident that Toronto is going to show off how wonderful we are.
You're ready for 2026. But before we talk about 2026, I want to talk about 2025. What would be one word you would use to describe 2025 for you?
Fabulous.
Oh, why fabulous?
Well, Jay's almost won. We got the Finch West LRT finally open, connecting the northwest part of Toronto to city. That's the first time we opened up a major transit line since 2002. That's pretty amazing. By next year, kids will have good food at home, at school. TTC fares haven't increased for 2 years. By next year, in 2026, in January, will be 3 years running, saving every rider $150 a year. So lots of things are happening. We're a safe city. Even though people are worried about the crime, but homicide went down by 50%. Shooting went down by 40%. Gun violence went down by like 60%. So the young people are engaged in a lot of activities. You see negativity out in the media, but they're amazing. I go to high schools, I join them for activities, and there's so much energy out there.
You're holding on to positivity.
100%, I'm optimistic.
It's interesting because those are really positive stats. And I think, yes, sometimes it's easy for the media to paint this picture of doom and gloom. But when we are hearing that crime is down, that is a good thing, and we should definitely acknowledge that. But there is still a lot of hardship happening out there, right?
Like housing is so expensive.
Affordability, right? It's the number one thing. Like
rent is coming down, though.
And we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But affordability is a big thing. And a lot of people still feel that Toronto is not an affordable place.
True.
A lot of people are still struggling to make ends meet.
Absolutely.
And some people point the picture, are pointing at you saying, "Hey, Mayor, we need a break."
I know, which is why we're not increasing TTC fares, as I said, right? In fact, we are capping the fare. What does it mean? It means the more you ride, the less you pay.
So what do you mean by this? Because I know you put out a proposal saying, like, you want to implement this new thing where it's like after 47 rides, all rides will be free.
That's right. All you do is tap. Because
But why 47?
Why 47?
Yeah.
Because
Why
if
not
you
30?
go to work, because you go to, well, it costs too much money for TTC. We don't have that much money. Because if you go to work every day, okay, Monday to Friday, and it's about 40-something rides per month. But what if you need to go shopping? What if you want to go out on the weekend? What if you have sports, let's say basketball practice, whatever it might be? You want to go out and visit friends. All of that is going to be more than 47, which means the more, but then right now, what you have to do is buy a monthly pass, $156, right in the beginning of the month. But then if you don't take 47 rides, then you're overpaying. It's also getting the money up front is You know, you don't, after you pay rent, you may not have all that money, right? You don't know. And sometimes you don't necessarily, if you work from home a few days or your schedule change, you might not go to work every day.
So this is about being more flexible for people.
It's more flexible. You don't have to pay up front. It's easy. You just tap. You don't have to worry. And it makes the whole system more efficient. And it's cheaper. It saves you money.
How much is that going to cost, though?
Oh, you mean taxpayers?
Mm-hmm.
$3 million this year.
Okay. And you got the money?
We got the money. Oh, you know
She
where
said she had the money.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you where I'm getting the money from.
Where are you getting the money from?
Well, you see, the wealthiest 2% of luxury property buyers. So imagine a home that's about $10 or $20 million. When you go and buy a home like that, you pay a bit more.
You're talking about the land transfer tax.
That's right.
Okay.
And that's only 2% of people that buy these very expensive houses.
And when we're talking about expensive homes, what price level are we starting at?
3, 5, 10,
So
30
minimum
million.
3 million.
Minimum 3 million.
Okay.
You have to earn a lot of money to do a down payment and pay the mortgage these days for $3 million. But a lot of it is 5 or 10 million. There are homes that are so expensive. This will impact half of 0.1% of, it's about 1,100
Home buyers per year?
home buyers per year. It's
Okay.
not a lot of people. They are the wealthiest of the wealthiest.
Mm-hmm.
We're asking them to pay a bit more, and that generates $150 million
That's a lot of money.
year. It's a lot of money, so that I don't have to go to the property taxpayer and say, give me all that more money. I'll be able to help out in building more affordable housing. I can do TDC, capping the fares. I can provide we have something called rent bank. Some people get into arrears, i.e. you just got sick and you couldn't work, or you got laid off for a month or so. As long as you have a full-time job, you fell behind, you face eviction, the city step in a rent bank to help you out, so you don't get evicted.
So this money would be used for all of those things that you're talking about.
Absolutely, yes.
But last time you were here, and we talked about 2025, I know that you proposed an almost 7% property tax increase. Mm-hmm. That was shocking for a lot of people, but you did break down where that money was going. What are we looking at for 2026?
It'll be less than that.
Okay.
We haven't finished putting the budget together. So I'm getting the $150 million from the richest, from the wealthiest. I'm also in the middle of a housing crisis. There are some land speculators that have purchased homes. They're leaving it empty. We're asking them to pay a bit more. Okay, so this
is the vacant home tax you're
that's
talking
right.
about. Okay.
But it won't impact on most people. It's about 9,000 people that leave their place empty in the middle of a housing crisis. That nets about 100 million. So together, you're looking at 250 million, which I can then use to help. We're hiring more police officers, firefighters, paramedics, so that when you need help, we come to you immediately, right? As quickly as possible. And that means that when you call, not that you would, but some people, when they call 911, the wait times has dropped 70%. Last time I was here, it's like a minute something.
Yeah,
it's now
911 wait times were way too high.
Oh, I know. Now it's 23 seconds.
So you got them down from a minute to 23 seconds.
A minute plus to 23 seconds, and it's going to keep going down.
Okay.
We hired all these 911 call takers, and that really helped. Having more paramedics, having more firefighters, having more police officers, which means if you need help, they're there. And faster response means safer city.
And I hear you on all of that.
But that costs a bit of money, right?
Right, and I hear you on all of that. But
And
the people,
crisis
but the
workers.
people have to start budgeting from now if there is going to be a property tax increase.
Oh, that's in April.
That's in April.
That's in April.
But I know there is at least a guesstimate of what that figure might be.
It's low.
Are we talking like lower than 3%?
I'm not going to go into guessing. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because we're putting the budget together right now.
Okay.
And there's a budget. We are doing consultations still.
Mm-hmm.
The budget committee is having meetings.
Okay.
It's important that we open up City Hall.
Okay.
We want to hear from people. We have 4 telephone town halls.
Yeah.
3? Yeah. So that we could hear from people.
So
what
people
they
who
think.
want to have their input, they need to come to these town
Come
halls.
in January. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to.
You're going to let us know the dates for those?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
It'll be in January.
We're going to let everybody know so they can have their voices
They can
heard.
call and say, too many cops, not enough cops. Yeah, we need more money for building more housing. Yeah, exactly. We are helping a lot of tenants because sometimes some landlords, especially big buildings that are, the owner are multinational companies.
Yes.
They're not individuals. They're not small fish. They are big REITs. And they go and buy a building, and they jack up rents for everybody, and then people end up getting evicted.
We did
And that's
see you
tough.
visiting some of these buildings and helping out the folks and telling them about air conditioning units that they can
That's
tap
right.
into. So we've seen that you've been outside.
Oh, yeah,
talking to the
because
people.
we need to protect the tenants
Yeah.
because it's traumatic to get evicted. Or you get, whoa, there's no way I can pay a 10 or 15% rent increase, right? Like it's huge. Sometimes
But
it's like
those rent
20,
increases are
30%.
allowed because Doug Ford's government took away rent control.
Exactly.
How come you never say that? Why don't you tell that to the people sometimes? Because a lot of people think it's the mayor's fault.
No, it's no rent control. It's the provincial government. I can't control it.
But people don't know that, though.
I know. Oh, thank you. Yes, let me point it out. Rent control is by the provincial government. I've been saying we need to bring back rent control. We need to protect our tenants because it's just not fair.
Well, I mean, maybe you got to run for premier. I'm joking.
Well, I don't think so. Well, on top of that, we have more rent-safe officers. So, sometimes the landlord don't fix the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if there's no heat like today?
Right.
Or hot water is out, or your stove doesn't work, or there's cockroaches running around.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. So you need your landlord to fix things.
Yeah.
And if they just ignore you, call 311. We have officers, bylaw enforcement officers, to come write down what's wrong, go on your behalf to the landlord and say, you need to do this, or else the city is going to do it for you.
Tenants, are you listening?
Yeah,
So you
it's
call
important.
311.
311,
Yeah.
it's called Rent Safe Officer.
Okay. And then
Okay.
the city sends out
The
people
city send out people to come and document all the things that are not working.
Oh, and then what happens after?
And give the landlord a deadline.
Okay.
And say, okay, you have, especially when there's no heat or hot water or the elevator is broken, like things that are essential.
Yeah.
Right? We then demand them, we give them, appropriate amount of time to fix it. If they don't fix it, we then escalate. We take actions. Right?
Okay.
And because ultimately, they have to follow the city bylaw.
Got
They
it.
can't just let people freeze. That's just not fair. Or,
Well, this is
or
good-
there's no hot water.
Right.
How the heck are you going to go boil water in order to take a shower or what? Or take a bath? That's nuts.
This is good information because I think a lot of tenants don't
Don't
know
know.
that they have these resources available to them.
Yeah. On top of that,
Yeah.
calling 311 will also get you, if you all of a sudden get I got a 50% increase of rent. I don't know whether that's legal or not. I need to check.
Right.
If you don't know how to check, call 311. We also provide funding for legal aid or lawyers and tenants advocates. It's through the Metro Toronto Tenants Federation, and the Federation will send people out to say, oh, you got this. Well, no, this is not legal. They're renovating? Hang on. Wait, renovating doesn't mean that they have to kick you out.
You're right.
Okay? They might just be changing a sink.
Yeah.
Right? They use that excuse to renovate you. Hang on, that's illegal. Okay, the city passed a bylaw to say that any landlord that are that need to renovate, they need to get a building permit anyway. The city will say, this building permit, come on, you don't need to evict people. Then it makes their eviction illegal, okay? But if they have to empty out the building or empty out the unit, fine. But a lot of the landlords in the past, what we've noticed, is use it, they bought the building, okay? It's not individual, this is big companies, okay? They buy the building, they use renovation as an excuse, evict the tenants, and then jack up the rent so they could have, they could make more money.
But people can call 311 if they're in that situation.
Exactly.
And
We
get
can
some
come-
help.
Exactly. We
Okay.
can then come in and check to see whether it's legal or not, whether it's eviction or rent increases, or that things are not fixed.
Okay, fair.
Important.
Very important.
Yeah.
What was big and important recently, obviously, Finch West LRT opened up, right? That's a huge line. But a lot of people are saying it's slow.
It's slow.
Even you said it was slow. You wrote it.
I took it. I was out there the first day. I wrote it twice.
So why
What-
is it so slow?
Well, we just got it, okay?
Okay.
Metrolinx.
And when
the
you say we
traffic
just got
signal,
it, it's because
TDC.
the province built
That's right.
it,
The
and then they
province
handed
built
it over to
That's right.
the city.
That's right.
Okay.
We just got it. We opened it. And the traffic signal needs to be connected to the train. When the train gets to a traffic signal, they should have priority.
So
Okay.
why don't they have priority?
In the past, they didn't, okay? Because what Metrolink had was a system that is conditional priority. They need to have much higher priority because the cars, there's like 3 or 4 cars, some making left turn, and it blocks the train that have 40, 50, 80, 100 people in it. There's no reason to do that, right?
So basically, you're saying it's the province's fault.
No, it's no one's fault. Well, we just got it. Okay, we're fixing it.
Okay.
So.
So when will it be fixed? That's what people want to know.
Yeah. So next week I have a motion on council to ask them to go fix it, right? And then early next year, it will be so much better. It'll be fast.
Okay. And when we talk about early next year, are we talking January?
January, February, yeah, around there. I'm not talking about.
You're giving
March.
you're giving me spring, summer.
No,
Okay.
no.
January or February the latest.
It's getting the signal connected with the train. It's not that hard.
Okay. And it's gonna get done.
It needs Metrolink working with TTC
Okay.
and the transit people to get the lights, giving them priority, and changing the bylaw so that in some areas, left turn are given second priority. Train goes first, and then left turn later.
Okay. So the people who live up on Finch West,
It's going to be faster.
it's gonna be faster.
Yes.
Just give you what, a month or two.
A few months. It's not completely under our control, because that train
Yeah.
still belongs to Metrolink, even
And
though we have
Metrolink
control.
is a crown corporation of the
Provincial.
province. So I
That's
just want
right, that's right.
people to understand whose responsibility is which.
I know.
Okay.
But we're working together.
Okay, you're working together.
N-
I know you guys are working together. So you got Finch West opened.
Yep.
When is Eglinton being open? I know that's also been built by Metrolinx, the province, but they also recently said the TTC can start operating the line when it's ready.
No. It needs to be ready.
So it's not ready
The
still?
line, no, it's not ready. The train needs to be ready. It needs to be foolproof. What happened in Ottawa, okay, when they rushed and opened it in 2019, they lost power. The door didn't close properly. The bricks didn't work.
So is that
Did
what's
you-
happening with
Yeah,
the
and then
testing
there was
on the
two.
Eglinton LRT?
No. This is in Ottawa. okay?
Yeah,
The
but then
Ottawa
what's the
LRT.
problem with the Eglinton LRT
And-
at
and
this
then-
point?
And hang on, and then in Ottawa, it derailed twice. It was like, oh my God, because they rushed the opening.
Right.
So we need to make sure everything is safe and reliable. Then it's going to happen. I will come back and give you a complete update end of January.
You're promising that.
I am promising. Now, I'm not controlling it because it's still.
It's still the province.
That's
yes,
right.
Doug Ford. Yes.
But I am now on top of all the things they need to fix. I can see it. If they fix it, end of January, I'll come and say, hey, here's the date.
Okay. We're gonna hold
Now,
you
but if it's not totally fixed yet,
yeah. You
then
still have to come back and say that.
and I say it is not fixed yet.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
I'll tell you it's not fixed yet.
All right.
I'm banking on that they're going to fix it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
2026 is the big year, right? It's an election year.
Every year's a big year.
100%. But 2026 is a year where people determine if you still have this job or not.
I need to get the budget through.
Yes.
B, I have to decide, am I running again? Then if I am or I'm not, then I have to say, this is what I want to do.
Well, are you going to run again in 2026?
I don't know.
You haven't decided yet?
I haven't wrapped my head around it yet. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because we have so much work to do. It's snowing out there, and I make sure the snow work. Like, remember in February wasn't working very well? I have to fix that. It's getting a lot better.
Yeah.
There are lots of things that needs to be done.
Is there a part of you that doesn't want to be mayor anymore?
I like to be mayor, but but it's another 4 years. I need to think through, what do I want to do in the next 4 years, and where are things at in the city of Toronto? There's lots of things to consider. Right now, I want to make life more affordable for folks, keep the city safe, and make sure we take good care of each other, because that's important, right? And you have a city that's still lots of fun. People have a grand time, don't feel so lonely. All of those things are important, right? And public spaces where people can gather. Libraries are now open 7 days a week, and it's free. And you can use the 3D printer. It even has a green room, so if you want to shoot a little video, you can go and do that. You can borrow equipment. These things are expensive, right? Cameras. But a young person, if they want to record something, hey, you can use the library. So I want to make life so much easier for young people if they have a passion. Teen zones, hey, this is neat. After school, if you want to play some video games, it's expensive, okay? You may not have a big console. You want to play some board games. You want to have a snack. You want a place to do homework. We have a teen zone in a lot of places. We opened up a lot of them in libraries, in community centers. Immediately after school, it's the most popular place. It's packed with young people. So you go, they go there, and even just playing video games together, it's fun. It's free.
So you don't want to continue that legacy of building on
Well,
that
I'm
legacy?
doing a lot of it already.
You're doing a lot of it,
Yeah.
but you have a lot of
And
supporters out there that want to feel
Yeah.
reassured that they can vote for Olivia Chow in 2026.
Later. The other things, there's also
Well,
snack.
I'm asking you
free
this because
snack
the reason
in
why
library.
the reason why I'm pressuring you on this
Well,
is
it's
because
it's December. What?
it's
It's
December
not even Christmas yet.
I know, but it is because Councillor Brad Bradford did come here, right? And he announced that he's going to be running for
Good
mayor
for him.
in 2026.
Go for
the
it.
first person to put his name in the ring. He's on council, so I mean, if he announced it right in this chair. So I mean, you're sitting in the same chair. So I want to know: are you going to be also putting your name back in the ring?
There's so much we can do. Let me finish about.
I feel like you want to tell me yes or
free
no.
snacks.
Yes.
Okay, after school, some of the teenagers are hungry. They get to
I'm
decide
hungry for
what
your
to buy.
answer of yes or no. That's what I'm hungry
but
for.
There's so much to do. And yesterday,
So you haven't made up your mind.
it's so far. It's like, man, it's like 10 months, 11 months.
Right.
Yeah. This is December 11th. Yeah. It's at least 10 plus months. It's October sometime.
Yeah, October 26th is when the election is.
Yeah. I much rather, you know what? In this holiday, you know what I really want to see the box cutter. Get in Crave. There's a bunch of movies that I want to see.
You want to watch movies over the holidays? Is that what you like to do?
Yeah, I want to watch some of the TVs. I never have time to do anything like that. I love Jeremy Dusher's. So there's tons of stuff I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to go skiing.
Yeah. Well, I remember last time we got a little personal. You opened up that, you had a man friend in your life.
Yeah,
And
we
he's
never
also
get to see each other
Yeah,
because
you
I'm
said
too
he was so busy.
I know.
Is he still around?
He's around.
He's
He's
around.
around. He's
Okay.
busy. I'm busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna spend some time over the holidays?
No, because I'm going skiing.
Okay.
He doesn't ski.
You
I know.
better learn how to ski. Maybe you should teach
I
him.
just skate. Oh God, no.
Is there any special holiday tradition that you really love to get into?
I go with my grandkids to go skiing.
Okay.
I taught them how to ski.
Yeah.
And always a Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you like to
that
make
thing.
for Christmas dinner?
Pardon?
What do you like to make for Christmas dinner?
Me making things?
Yeah.
No. I know. I don't think so. I know how to order online. I have several apps that I could use right now. I can
St. Mayor Chow is not
skip the
hosting any
dishes.
dinner.
Yeah, skip. Yeah. I can run into Farm Boy or Metro and grab some ready to make. I know how to microwave really well. I can even use the oven sometimes.
Mayor Chow, all right, I want to get to some viewer questions, okay? Audience questions, because we did ask people, what did they want to ask you?
Okay.
This first question is from Jericho. He said, people are struggling with bills. How will you make the city more affordable? I know you touched on that a lot,
Yeah.
but just hit me with 3 points of how you will make the city, how you're making the city more affordable.
Well, helping if you're renting, helping protect you from unreasonable or illegal rent increase or rent eviction. 2, keeping TDC fares 3 years running, no fare increase, $150 per year we're saving you. It's going to be even better once we get that system where the more you ride, the less you pay. So that helps. Number 3, building more affordable housing is really, really important. And what we're doing is we provide some funds for places like Wood Green or United Way and other places. They go and buy buildings and then turn it into a land trust or cooperative, which means it's nonprofit. Then your rent will be affordable forever.
All right.
Because no one is trying to make a big buck out of you.
All right.
That helps, right? And there's at least 1,000 plus units. Not enough. We will keep at it.
All right. Question number 2. This is from Hug Under Pressure. How do you justify implementing new taxes during a cost of living crisis?
In the middle of housing, well, actually, if you look at the amount of taxes people pay in Richmond Hill, in Thorn, in Markham, Mississauga, and Toronto, is all about the same. Let's say if your house is $1 million. Now, tenants don't pay property tax directly. Their landlord do. But they cannot pass it to the tenant, okay? We made sure that they cannot pass the property tax increases to the tenant. I'm talking about multi-residents, those high-rises. But let's say if your house is $900,000 or $1 million, whether it's $1 million in Richmond Hill, Markham, Toronto, Mississauga, it's about the same dollar amount that you pay in terms of property tax. So it's every city in this region is about the same. So we're not any higher than anybody else.
All right, last question. This is from now Toronto readers. They said, and you did touch on this, but will Mayor Chow and City Council push to turn on full transit signal priority for Line 6 ASAP?
Yes.
Yes. You said by January, February latest.
Well, the motion is going to pass on Thursday, this coming Thursday, and they're going to start implementing it. And maybe a couple of months it'll get fixed.
Awesome. And then the second part of that question was, as well for Line 5, when it opens. Line 5 being the Eglinton.
Yes.
So signal priority will be there on opening date.
No.
Oh.
We need to negotiate that with Metrolink. We don't
Okay.
control that right now.
Okay. Well, at least you're setting the expectation for the people. I think it's always best to set the expectation.
So I think what we need to do is work with the province to say that let us fix line 6 now and prepare so that when line 5, Eglinton Crosstown, actually opens, that it's done. But we're not there yet.
Okay.
But those are good questions.
Hey, now Toronto readers, they stay informed. Obviously with being mayor, you get the good. You can also get some negativity. There were a few people who had some statements to make. I wanted to read them to you because
Sure.
I think sometimes people forget that everybody's human.
Yep.
But I do think some of it is a little funny.
Okay.
So the first viewer, her name is Leisha Ray. In her bio, she said, "Love always." She said, "When are you resigning?"
Oh. Well, I don't know. If I don't run again or don't get elected, then it's done.
Fair. Russ Pitch said, "You are an embarrassment."
Oh, too bad for him.
And Hebrew.
I'm so sorry he found it that way, but I think I'm doing not a bad job.
Fair.
Yeah.
Hebrew _driver_144 said, "Please stop dancing."
Why? Life is not miserable. Can you imagine if we stop moving our body to music?
Yeah.
How boring it would be. My God.
How do you
I
deal
do
with
a lot
how
of
do you
work
deal with like people who
that don't want to have fun.
that
That's
and
sad.
who can be sometimes
Then it's sad for them.
direct anger towards you?
That's okay. I
Yeah.
understand.
Does it ever?
It's
Do you ever
impor-
take it personal?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes anger is good because if you don't feel angry, then you don't want change. If you're angry, you want change. Hopefully, it's change for the good. That's good. What needs to happen is turn the anger into hope. To say that I hope things can be better. Not anger for the sake of being angry. If anger turns to hate, that's bad. Okay? But sometimes the people feel they don't have the power to make change. Then they get frustrated, they get alienated, then they get hateful. What we need in the city is for a lot of people, if they feel angry, they should be angry because life is so hard if you don't have enough money. Life is not that affordable. You should be angry. Yeah, turn that anger, find out what is going on, why is it so unfair and unjust, and then work for change. That's great. And so I don't mind anger as long as people don't give up, as long as they see it that there's something we can change for the better, and that we work together to improve things. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Can I do better? All the time. So give me great ideas. Just asking me to resign doesn't do anything. Give me some ideas. How can I do better? Then, then we could always improve. There's only one brain here. But if all of those folks that said, hey, you can do this, okay. I may not agree with everything. I may take some of those. I said, okay, let me think about this. All right, I think that's what we'll do, right? So that's it. Angry is good. Just don't lose hope.
Mayor Chow, despite what anybody's political beliefs are, I always do appreciate people who lean on optimism. And I think that was a really good moment to leave folks with. Mayor Chow, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you.
Thank you.